Hey guys, I thought I would try to explain this activity a little bit in a video just because there's a bunch of moving parts with it. I thought you might find a little confusing. What we're going to do today is we're going to get a chance to create our own Egyptian hieroglyphics. And the way that we're going to do that, this assignment will be set up for you in Google Classroom, but it basically has kind of three steps to it. The first step is we're going to need to choose a quote that we would like to interpret into hieroglyphics. So you'll have this document here. There's several quotes. I think I have about 10 quotes set up for you. You can choose whatever quote it is that you would like to interpret. That's the first step. Next is the actual assignment. And so the assignment is going to look like this. It's going to be a Google slide that I have already set up for you, having a papyrus background. This is the reed plant from the Nile that was smashed down and used so that people could write their hieroglyphics on things. Um, Later, a different script called Demotic, with which some of you noticed in the video. And then you can begin interpreting your message. So this is the assignment that's going to be turned in. Here are your questions, or I'm sorry, here are your quotes that you can choose from. You're only going to choose one quote. Choose any one, I don't know, one that speaks to you, whatever one you like. And then the tricky part is decoding it. So, for example, if I were to take if I were to take the first beginning of this quote here, the universe is mental, that beginning part, right? And I began to interpret it. What I'm going to do is, and I'm also going to give you a link for this. All of these will be grouped together in the same assignment. I'm going to give you this Egyptian hieroglyphic typewriter, and you can type in your different words here. So if I had, oops, if I typed the word the, which is what I was just doing, THE, you'll see how THE roughly would look like in hieroglyphics. Now, the tricky thing is these are all individualized images. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to click and drag them kind of one by one here. So here I'll take my T, and I'm going to move it over here. I'm just clicking and dragging over, and then I'll drop it off into my document. So there's my T. Go back into my hieroglyphic typewriter. Here's my H. You have to just kind of hover over for a moment, and then it gets dropped off for you. And then these are independent images, so you can kind of manipulate them like that. And then here is my E. Okay, and then I can drop it off here. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to decode what your hieroglyphics translate to in our English language. And to do that, what we'll need to do is create a text box by either choosing the text box tool here or going to Insert and choosing a text box this way. You can do it either way. Then I'll do is I'll create a little text box here, and I'll type the word. Looks like I have to make my letters a little bit larger, so I'll make them like, THE. Now you can space those out a little bit. You kind of get the idea there, right? And I don't know. I tried to choose something that looked more like Egyptian-y, which I know is not a word, but so I was just kind of searching around here. You can play around with some of the fonts here. I don't know. I thought this one looked kind of. Just don't make it something like crazy, small, like italics and cursive that I can't read or something. I could like choose something like that, or you kind of get the idea there. So anyway, what you'll do is on this document, you're going to be creating your own ancient Egyptian saying. You're taking the sayings from this document, this Word document. You can use the hieroglyphic typewriter to type up your message. And then one by one, You're going to have to drag your hieroglyphs, which is the correct grammar for an individual piece of hieroglyphics. Take your hieroglyphs and spell out whatever saying it is that you chose. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions, and I hope you have fun with this activity, creating your own ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics.